Yeah, my name is Gabe Zollner. You know, one thing Senator John McCain, the Republican from Arizona, what he relishes probably more than anything else is being in front of a camera or being in front of the media or being on, on the radio. There's nothing that I think he enjoys more. And he's getting some of that attention right now, Another article on the Western Center for Journalism. Anti-NDAA legislation introduced in Washington. Now, anti means like it's against it. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean like it's for it. It means it's against it. So I wonder how McCain, and his buddy Carl Levine really feel. Well, I know Carl feels because he's a Democrat. But I wonder how McCain feels knowing that the American people are sort of onto his game. I mean, why would a Republican senator introduce a bill that gives the president the powers to incarcerate anyone that he or she, in case Hillary wins, in 2016, introduce a bill that allows them to incarcerate without any due process, without any Miranda rights. The person just simply disappears. And what's even more startling is, you'd think that someone like McCain that spent, 5 years as a guest of the Hanoi Hilton against his will, he didn't have room service. You'd think that someone that understands what it's like to be imprisoned without, due process would never consider introducing such a barbaric bill that is absolutely against the Constitution. You'd also think that a guy that's been hanging out at the trough for 25 years, playing senator, would understand what's constitutional and what isn't constitutional. You know what they might want to try to do with these senators and congressmen? I think very few of them remember what they might have read, 25, 30 years ago, like Dianne Feinstein. And you got to also remember dementia could be kicking in on these folks. But anyway, what they should do is have refresher courses, Like, let me give you an example. Every pilot, private pilot in the United States, they have to demonstrate proficiency. Yeah, so what they have to do is they have to go, to the airport. They have to hire a Federal Aviation Authority designate. Okay, that's somebody that the FAA has authorized to do what's called a check ride. Okay? And then, the person's got to get in and show the designate that he knows what he's doing. Now, for commercial pilots, guess what? They do it too, but they do it on a more frequent basis. They have to go into a simulator. If they don't fly for 90 days, on the 91st day, they can't fly unless they go into a simulator and they demonstrate proficiency. So the American public knows that, that pilot, whether it's a he or she, is capable and competent in executing their duty. These senators and congressmen, they don't get to be tested. We know they don't even read their bills because Rand Paul, the senator from Kentucky, he stood up, and you can Google it, 600 pages. Yeah, I was given this morning, and I was just told they want me to rule on it in 30 minutes later on this afternoon. Now, that's the problem. These people are just playing a game at the expense of the American people. There has to be requirements that they're tested on the material contained in the bill. So the American people know that these bozos know what's in the bill. Huh? Like, take, for example, Obamacare. It was statistically proven that no senator, even after taking the most advanced speed class in the world, could have read the bill before they signed it. There wasn't sufficient time. That's a complete farce. It's like these congressional hearings. They're going to bring up John Brennan now, and he's going to answer all kinds of questions. Folks, it doesn't matter. Obama gets what he wants, okay? John Brennan's going to be the next CIA director. Chuck Hagel, next Secretary of Defense. He already put that bozo, John Kerry, in as Secretary of State. I mean, come on. Anyway, if you agree that they should be like qualified and tested, maybe we need to start a movement, you know, and demand that they're tested. Not every couple of months, but at least once a year. So we ask them simple questions on the Constitution. And guess what? If they don't know it, they don't get to vote. Yeah. And any bill, we also have to be assured that they know what that bill contains. We test them. Otherwise, you end up with exactly what we're getting, which is, yeah.